That is true. This is this is true. So when I hear that's an opinion from a legitimate, like, normally intelligent person, that he should have known that him getting into an argument with a woman that he once dealt with would result in him being unemployed. Wait a minute. Now we're talking about something totally different. Now we're not even talking about domestic violence anymore. We're talking about dudes who that's a normal human interaction with another person, not just a woman, like two guys or two girls or two buddies on the basketball court. You know what I mean? People have disagreements. So what you're telling me is, because this dude's name has been mentioned in several incidents, now he has to be someone's doormat, because now his lawyers are saying that no physical contact ever happened, and he had a driver that was present who apparently is going to corroborate that story, that she essentially, and this is what I mentioned about a month ago, that the NFL is giving women a loaded gun. And let's be honest, the majority of women that these athletes are dealing with, these aren't like doctorate degree women's. You feel me? Women. I said women, right. like I'm a slave, like I'm Glory. I just saw Glory the other night too. Denzel and Morgan Freeman, the ageless wonder, God. But you're giving these women, some women, a loaded gun to, like, let's think about the scenario. And people who have witnessed this type of stuff, Rob, I know you have, I have, can absolutely understand what I'm saying. The woman who says he ain't paying his damn child support, he shouldn't be out there getting rich. Yeah. So you pick an argument with him, and then you call the police. That dude wasn't even there when the police came. They came and got him from Justin Smith's house. He was hanging out at this boy house, and the police came and scooped him up. Like, this chick said that you put your hands on her while she was holding the baby. His people are saying that she got mad because he told her he was taking all his TVs back. That sounds like two very, very different stories, cuz like, those stories couldn't be any different. And the problem with me in these type of situations I remember when Tank Johnson, he got into some trouble with the Bengals, right? With the guns, and his homeboy got killed.
Right.
And then the Bears picked him up, and then he was pulled over for speeding. But in him being pulled over, huh?
Is that when he jumped out the car and took out running?
No, that's Tank. That fat Tank Johnson ain't ran for nobody. Nah, he just got a ticket for doing like a 50 and a 35 at like 3 a.m. And he was also cited for suspicion of DUI. He was like, I wasn't drunk at all. You know what I mean? But because it happened, the Bears cut him. And then, like a month or two later, the actual police statement came out and said he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't lying. He wasn't drunk. So essentially, that man lost his gig for a speeding ticket. Now, in his situation, the Cowboys ended up signing him, and he played like 2 or 3 years with the Cowboys afterwards. But it still affected his money, because now you got to go somewhere on discount now. You know what I mean? Because now you in that category of risk versus reward. Now, we can't pay you that much now because, look, you got a couple things on your resume, player. And you just got to be like, yep, that's the same reason Greg Hart is getting paid per game. Where they do that at? This kid here, he was getting paid the same deal. No guaranteed money, 1-year deal. Basically a per game type situation where he got a chance to earn these incentives, for playing time, and if he's on the roster at this certain day of the year and all this kind of stuff. So with all these things, and you haven't been convicted of anything, the NFL has become like the moral judge now. And like these idiots like Mike Folloy and this chick named Nancy, I think her name is Armour, ARMOUR, Mike Folloy from Pro Football Talk, and she's from USA Today. Now they're talking about if a team signs a player with something in his background and then something happens, the team should be fined. Are you out of your rabbit ass mind?
Right.
And I said it the other week.
That's the reason.
If your objective is to say that someone who's involved in domestic abuse or whatever it may be should no longer be employed in the NFL, say that and let's have that conversation. But don't keep like that's what's happening right now. Everybody's dancing around it. Like this same chick that says this says that she's a proponent of Ray Rice getting another shot, and she was a proponent of Adrian Peterson getting another shot. How can you be both? How can you tell me it's going to cost me draft picks if I sign Ray Rice and, I don't know, he gets a DUI? Now it's going to cost me a draft pick next year? There's no reason for me to sign Ray Rice. Not like I can get some 22-year-old kid that don't have nothing on his background to do the same job.
Yeah, but that don't make no sense. How are you a proponent for somebody getting a job back, but then you're a proponent?
Right.
Or if they do something, then the team like, what is that?
Because all that does is incentivize the team to say, I'm not signing this dude if it's going to cost me.
Right.
That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason Greg Hardy has a job. Because it's not going to cost the Cowboys anything. If he messes up, guess what? Nice knowing you. Holler at you. You know what I mean? They paying this dude by the game. So if he messes up at any point, the only money we lose is the money that he's already earned because he played football. There's no bonus money. There's no guaranteed money in the contract structure. It's as plain is. But now these fools are talking about, if the NFL really wants to make a stand, they'll start finding the team and docking them draft picks. That couldn't be any more ridiculous. Like, again, if the point is to you want to cleanse the NFL of people who abuse women, say that. Say it. And then we can move on from that. But the whole point of you dancing around it and kind of like, yeah, well, you know, this should happen, or I can't believe they signed this person. All right, somebody was going to. Unless, of course, you mean to tell me that this person don't deserve to work in the NFL no more. Which one is it? Yeah. But no one is brave enough to do that. Everyone is such a cow. All these women's activists and all these people. Come on, say what you want to say. If you don't believe Ray Rice should ever play football again because he knocked that woman out, okay, let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? In this land of second chances, which, by the way, I don't believe in that one bit. Like that whole everybody deserves a second chance.
That's what America's all about. America's all about second chance.
Everybody don't deserve a second chance.
Say that.
Aaron Hernandez don't deserve a second chance. Period. Like if your first chance is that you murdered my brother in an empty field, yeah. Every other chance is null and void. That was it, cuz. Yeah, I'm good, man. Like all those hyperbolic, stupid statements, they come back to bite people in the ass at times like this. Like, I don't care. Like, if Greg Hardy if he's not supposed to play football anymore, all right, cool, whatever. Because you know what the NFL does? Replenish. Better than any league in the United States. They replenish with 7 rounds of athletes every spring. So if Greg Hardy can't do it, you know what the Cowboys did? They went and got a dude in the second round from Nebraska that can. He's already on the team. Like, the insurance policy is already in place right now. Randy Gregory is already there. That's what the NFL's about. You suck, or you do something that you shouldn't have done, we'll replace you. Simple and plain. We'll go draft another dude, and he'll come in here. He'll be 10 years younger than you, a lot faster, a lot leaner, and a lot hungrier. And he'll do the same job as you did. And if he doesn't work out, you know what we'll do? Head right back into the draft. We'll go right back to the store next year and buy us another one. You know, whatever. So, like, I'm not a proponent of any of these dudes. But what I am a proponent of is people being honest with them. Be honest with yourself. And if you have a motive, because now what's happening, I'm going to kind of skip around here a little bit. What's happening now is that people are using this whole domestic violence thing to attach personal agendas to it. Today, I read this article, if I can find it real quick for you guys. It's about one of Rob's favorite guys, one of the best Christians Rob knows. His name is Mark Rich.
Mark Rich?
Yes, your guy. Apparently, The title of this article is UGA wants SEC to ban transfers with quote-unquote serious misconduct issues. Wonder why he'd say that. You got any clue, Rob? Why Mark Richt would want to keep players who get in trouble from transferring to other SEC schools?
Because he, I mean, you know why? Because UGA has become a factory for other SEC schools, or just other schools across the country. Like, you blow your nose the wrong way, you out of here. Hey, son, you got, you wish you well, son, in your future endeavors, but you can't be a bulldog. Right,
Yeah.
So we always see these guys. I mean, Nick Marshall. I mean, and just talking about the more recent ones, like Nick Marshall.
Cameron Newton.
And then you, the tight end.
Right.
You got to be a tight end if you're going to come to Georgia.
The kid that transferred to Alabama and got put off the team.
Then you got those kids that went up to Louisville with Ty Grantham.
Right.
So, Georgia, then you got Isaiah Correll, who's like, wasn't he the starting running back last year for the Cleveland Browns?
He started a few games, after they figured out that my man wasn't going to work out. The dude they got from the Texans, he didn't work out. I can't think of his name.
So he's fresh out of Bama State by way of UGA.
Well, this thing here is about SEC transfer, like.
But the SEC schools,
he don't want to see him. He don't want to see him. You I don't want to see him. But here's the point I was making, and I don't know why I didn't highlight this article. I read it and then didn't go back and highlight, but it says the idea of making it clear to current and future SEC student athletes that instances of sexual assault and domestic violence will not be tolerated is a good one. Making SEC campuses safe for all students is a noble goal, and unfortunately, athletes have been reasonable for an inordinate amount of sexual assaults. Responsible for an inordinate amount of sexual assaults on campuses. The proposal could go a long way toward curbing that, especially when it comes to football players. Knowing the type of behavior will remove this type of behavior, will remove you from just not just your school, but the entire conference that acts as a clear pipeline to the NFL. Could be an effective deterrent. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm just going to say this. It sounds good, but if you feel like this person, just call him, I don't know, Terry, is this much of a deviant, why would you want to pawn him off on any school? You know what I mean? It's like, we're going to keep the SEC sacred, but you can take your ass to Michigan. What?
You can go to Black College.
If this dude if he's a sexual deviant, why is this such a good thing? We want to keep these SEC schools, but the Big Ten schools, we don't give a damn. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah.
Selling to Miami, Ohio, it seems like they breeding sexual deviance up there anyway.
But
in Roethlisberger.
This is my point, though. Now it's getting to that point where people are using this hot button issue to attach other agendas to it. Like, we just said it. What the real deal is, Mark Richt just don't want to see these kids. You know what I mean? He don't want you transferring to Alabama and then having to play Alabama in an SEC championship game.
Or Florida.
Right.
Or Florida.
He don't want that happening. They got damn thing to do with damn sexual assault. But when you attach that to it, who's gonna say no? It's like the kid singing the gospel song at the Apollo. Like, who's besides me? Who's gonna really believe it? Yeah, because bad is bad, and kids need to learn. You feel me? Yeah, you need to learn.
God bless the child.
Stop letting your auntie rip you up like you can sing. Yeah, your solo in the church suck too, and you're up here in Harlem and it sucks as well. Kid, 9-year-old.
Let me get sidetracked.
I don't know why not. That's what we do.
That old lady that used to sit at the front of the Apollo.
The cricket wig.
Everybody that be performing. Yeah, she be all up on them.
Right.
Like, it'd be Jill Levert or somebody. She all on their feet.
She's probably dead, huh?
Shut down the Apollo. No, she did, man. I can't think what her name was, but when she died, Jet ran they ran a little thing on her, I mean, because she was the most. Yeah.
That was old school porn, wasn't it? Page 42.
Oh, yeah, video of the week. Hey, boy.
Go
Let me
straight
tell
to
you,
page
boy.
42.
Let me tell you, boy.